Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's that time again where I need to do a long overdue lipstick declutter. When I last did this video, I actually split it into two parts. I did one video for my liquid lips and one for my lipstick. This time I did just decide to lump it all into one video, but having now spread everything out, I'm kind of regretting that. But I think what I will do here for speed is not swatch every single shade. I will just swatch the ones that, if I can't remember the shade of them or if I'm unsure, I will just give them a little swatch to assist in my decision. I'm hoping to make a good dent in this collection because this is getting a bit out of hand. So let's get started. Let's start with this mass in front of me. I have included in here the ones that are in my everyday makeup drawer for January, just because it is a truthful representation of my lipstick collection. But I will proceed to pull these ones out now because these are going to be kept to see out my everyday collection. And there's the fifth one. So these are the 5 lipsticks that are in my everyday makeup drawer. We have the Dose of Colours liquid lip in the shade Stone. We have the Pixie by Petra in the shade Evening Rose. We have a Huda Beauty liquid matte in the shade Venus. We have a Colourpop Luxe lip in the shade Stir Crazy. And then we have a Tarte Lippy Lingerie in the shade Envy. I'm enjoying using all 5 of them still, so these are definitely to stay. Next we have this Superstay Matte Ink, and this is in the shade 15, which is Lover. This is a really nice pink shade. These last a really long time, so definitely won't be getting rid of this one. I don't reach for the shade as much as I did because it was kind of buried at the back of my drawer, but we'll definitely be keeping hold of it. Then we have this rather bashed up looking Wet n Wild in the shade Bear It All. I think the last time I used this, it made my lips feel a bit funny. I also think it had a bit of a funny smell to it. See, it's kind of split on the side there. It does smell a bit chemically now, so I think I'm going to get rid of this one. It is quite a drying lipstick formula, so I didn't overly reach for it a lot. I ended up putting it in my work handbag on the premise that I'd use it a bit more, but I think I used it even less, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Then we have a Barry M Matte Me Up liquid lip. This is in the shade Signature. This is a metallic lip, which when I first got it I thought, oh, I won't use it. I want to see how it dries down. Let's put it up here. Maybe it is just quite a patchy formula because it is kind of gone everywhere. So I think this one is probably a no. I'll stick it in the no pile for now, but I will see how it dries down. Then we have this NYX High Voltage lipstick, and this one is in the shade Flutter Kiss. This is a really nice light nudie colour with slight pink undertones. This is also a really moisturising formula, so I will definitely be keeping this one. Then we have technically not a lipstick but a lip oil. This is the Zoella So Soft lip oil. This is another one that is in my handbag every day, which is how it's ended up here because I've just kind of tipped my lipsticks out of my handbag. This has a really nice scent to it, a cherry scented lip oil. It actually smells like, if anyone can remember, the plastic food you used to get with Baby All Gone. So I have nostalgia links to this, but it's a really nice lip oil anyway, so we'll definitely be keeping hold of that. This is another Superstay Matte Ink, and this one is in the shade 60, which is Poet. I think this one is a little bit too light for me, because it is a kind of peachy nude and I do tend to like them slightly warmer. I can't even remember the last time I reached for this, so this one I'm going to stick in the no for now, but I may pull it back out. Then we have this Tartiest Glossy Lip Paint. I'm not a gloss person, I think this was part of a set. It is also a very dark purple shade. I know I said I'm not swatching, but these are ones I'm really unsure of. Yeah, it's just too sticky of a formula. I'm never going to wear a shade that's colour, so that can go. Then we have this Larizzi Cosmetics. This is one that I received in a recent, it's either Glossybox or Birchbox, I can't remember. I think I've only worn this once. It's in the shade Tidal. I think it was pretty good. It was slightly more drying than I like, but overall not the worst liquid lipstick that I've tried, so I'm going to keep hold of that one. We then have the Bare Minerals Gen Nude in the shade Friendship. This is one that I loved when I first got it. Then I tried other liquid lipstick formulas and then I wasn't keen on it. Then I've given it another go and I do quite like it. It just, as you can see, is a really thick formula. You have to be quite precise with this in order to get it in your lip lines, but once it is in there, it does stay in place. It is a really nice, warm, nudie colour, so I will keep hold of it, but it's not my favourite formula. And then we have this Burt's Bees lipstick in the shade Blush Basin. And looking at the top of this, this seems to have gone funny as well. I don't think it's always been like that. It's another one that's come from my handbag. I kept it in there for moisturisation purposes because it is quite a moisturising lipstick, but I can't remember the last time I reached for it, so that one can go. We then have the Too Faced Melted Lipstick, and this is in the shade Chihuahua. This is a really nice, it looks brown there, but it is a bit slightly more pinky on the lips. Really nice formula. It does say it is long wear lipstick. I don't find it to be the longest lasting, but it's not too bad and we'll definitely keep hold of this. To be honest, I don't think I've got an awful lot left. Then we have a Makeup Revolution, and this is in the shade Instigator. This is quite a nice shade. I'm not a massive fan of the formula, but I haven't worn it enough to fully test it. So again, this might be another one that I'll stick in my lipstick pile for February's makeup drawer, just to give it a bit more love and see if I want to get rid of it or not. This is a Barrier Matte Me Up in the shade Runway. I haven't reached for this in an awful long time. This used to be my favourite ever liquid lipstick formula, but it's kind of been replaced now. See, that one is immediately bleeding into the fine lines on the back of my hand. That seems to be more watery than I remember it. And I also don't remember bleeding, but that is a no for me straight away. This is another Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. As you can tell, I like the formula for the amount that I have. This is my most recent purchase in the shade Voyager. I wore this on Christmas Day, probably the only day of the year that I'll wear it, but it is a really nice deep red, so I'm going to keep hold of that. Then we have a Tarte Lip Sculptor, which is a lipstick on one end, which appears to have melted slightly into a slightly creepy smiley face. Not keen on that. And then a lip gloss on the other end, which is really goopy, as with the purple one. I can't remember the last time I reached for this. Again, I think this was a part of a set, so I'm going to pass this one on. Then this is a Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Rain. When I first got these liquid lipsticks from Colourpop, I did really like them, but I don't overly reach for them because I think I do have nicer formulas. See, this is a really nice shade, but the last one of these I wore, which I think is here somewhere, it transferred to my lips a lot, like 2 or 3 times throughout the course of the day, which isn't the best. It also does generally transfer if you kiss someone, for example. I have to be careful when I put this one on to not kiss my daughter goodbye of a morning, otherwise she ends up with it all over her face. So that's going to have to go in the maybe, because Colourpop's so hard for me to get. I don't want to easily get rid of them, but I can't remember. I don't tend to reach for them an awful lot, but we'll see on that one for now. And then we have this e.l.f. lipstick in the shade Classy. This is too bright of a pink. It's not the best formula. I think it is one of their cheaper formula lipsticks, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And then we have another product from e.l.f. This is their lip balm, and this is their nude coloured one. This has a mint taste or scent to it, which I'm not a big fan of. It tastes a bit like chewing gum that's already been chewed, if that makes sense. It's not really a very fresh minty scent. I'd rather reach for a moisturising lipstick over this, so I'm going to get rid of this as well. Then we have a Gerard Cosmetics liquid lip, and this is a Hydra Matte in the shade 1995. This is a orangey toned warm brown. It is a really nice shade. Again, not the best formula I've ever tried. It is long wearing, it is a bit drying, so I am going to keep hold of it, but I don't think I'd purchase another one of these. Then we have a 17 Stay Pout in the shade Fond Farewell. I've worn this a few times, but if you can see, I don't know if it's catching the light at all, it has like glitter flecks in it. So it goes on quite sheer and just leaves kind of like a glittery sheen on your lips, but not much colour. So I'm not a big fan of this, so I'm going to get rid of that. I have another Colourpop one. This is Aquarius. I think this one was too light for me. This is another Ultra Satin lip. Yeah, see, it's very similar to this one that I have put in my maybe pile, and if it was between the two formulas, I do prefer the Superstay formula. So even though this is ever so slightly darker, I think I'm definitely going to get rid of this one. Let's go to another Colourpop. This is the shade Calypso. So this is the one that I would probably reach for the most. It is a more pinky brown shade and also feels like it's a slightly thinner formula. The other ones have all gone a bit more goopy and slightly thicker. This has actually worn off. I think it's a satin lip. I don't think it's one of the matte formulas, but I'm going to keep hold of this because I do still reach for this one quite a bit, even with the transfer and it going on my teeth and things. Then we have a little lipstick from Burberry. This is a bright red, which I think I've swatched once, said it'll be great for Christmas and never worn again. It is in the shade Military Red. I think I was also scared to use it because it was Burberry and a really expensive lipstick brand, but I'm not going to use it. Someone else might make better use of it. Then we have this PS Pro Kiss Proof Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Rouge in Danger. This is a Primark lipstick, which I have two of. One I like, one I'm not sure on. So I'm going to have to swatch these ones. Yeah, I think this was the one I wasn't too keen on because it is quite a deep purple. It's a bit too vampy for me, so I'm going to pass this one on. And then this is the other one. This is Saint or Sinner. I think that's the shade name. And this is a lip vinyl. I think I remember liking this one, even though it is a slightly darker shade. It is quite a sticky formula, but I don't think I have a kind of chocolate brown like that. So I'm going to put this to one side for now. This is a maybe. Then this is another Barrier Matte Me Up, and this one is in the shade On the Scene. This one has seen better days. I have had this quite a while, so let's see if this one bleeds like the other one did. Let's stick it next to it. That one doesn't immediately seem to be bleeding, and it is quite a nice shade. It is darker than these two here, so more like the realms that I like to wear, but I've had this for quite a while. I'll stick this in the maybe for now. This 17 lip crayon, and other than these Tarte ones that I've recently purchased, I'm not usually a fan of lip crayons. That's just too glossy and too light, so that one's going. Then this is a Sephora lip in the shade 13. I don't know if these have names or not, and I have two here. I think this is the one that I purchased in Madrid, I want to say. Really like the formula, so then ended up purchasing this one on Glambot, which I haven't done before. I did get an unused one, so it did come sealed, but this is probably one of my favourite lipsticks of the moment. It's a really nice deep mauvey kind of shade. Definitely reaching for this one an awful lot, so won't be getting rid of this. And then this one is a more warm browny pinky shade, so really loving both of these, and I hope I go somewhere soon with the Sephora so I can pick up more shades, because I do really like the formula of these. They are super comfortable and really long lasting. We have this Stila Stay All Day. This is another light one in the shade Sogno. I need to check this one. I know this one was slightly darker in the, yeah, that one was okay. So this is a more medium tone brown, maybe similar to that one, but you can see how much that one has dried down. So I think I am going to get rid of that Barrier one, but I think I will keep this Stila one because I remember that being quite a nice shade. These aren't the best formula out of all the ones I have, but definitely not the worst. I'm glad to have been able to try them. Then we have another Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Seductress. This is my favourite shade out of this collection, and this is my kind of one of my perfect nude type shades, so definitely going to be keeping hold of this one. And then the darker version of that is the shade Amazonian, which is a more orangey warmer version, and this is one that I will tend to wear on a night out because I know it will last all night and is a really nice warm shade, but it's still quite neutral. Then we have another Stila one. This is in the shade Rubino, think this was more of like a burnt, oh no, I thought it was burnt orangey red based on that, but looks more red. Let's just check that one. Yeah, I think I remember this one being quite patchy. It's not the kind of red shade that I wear. I either like a brighter red or a much more deeper red than that. That's more purpley toned, so I'll get rid of that one. Then we have this mini NYX lingerie, and this is in the shade Ruffle Trim. This is a really nice formula, and I think, to be honest, I would purchase more of these. It is a bit drying. I do have to scoop in here quite a few times to cover my lips, but it is quite long lasting and it is quite a good drugstore alternative. I don't know if this one just doesn't have much product in it because it is a smaller size one, but I definitely, for the price, I think they're £5 or £6, I would purchase a full size one once I've used this up, just to see if it is the small one that's a bit drier. Then we have another Colourpop. This is the Ultra Matte Lip formula, and this is in the shade Top 8. I don't think I liked this formula. I think it was too drying. Let me just check the shade. The shade's really nice, but I don't think I reach for it an awful lot, but it is quite a nice shade. I'm going to keep that one for now, but then I think this is the final Steeler lip, and this is in the shade Chianti. Again, this is a shade that I don't wear. It's so dark of a purple. It's even more darker than that one from Primark. These do smell really nice. They smell kind of vanilla-y, slightly like cake batter, but I won't reach for that shade, so I'm going to get rid of that one as well. I have another one here. I was going to say I've had a pink one. So this is in the shade Patina. This is a really nice warm pink shade, so I'll definitely be keeping that one. So out of the 4 that I've tried, I'm keeping 2. Then another Colourpop, and this is another matte one. This is in the shade Sunday. Let me just swatch this next to that other one because I think I'm just going to keep one of these. I'm going to stick this one in the maybe for now, but actually I'm going to just leave it there to remind me to come back to that one, because I do just want to keep one of the matte lips because I don't think I reach for them enough. We have this Beauty Pie Shine Up Lip Colour Balm. I've used this quite a lot. It's quite nourishing, but again, it's another thing that has slightly a glitter coating to it, so I haven't reached for it an awful lot as of late because I'm reaching more for moisturising lipsticks, so I think I'll get rid of that one. This is a Essence Matte Matte Matte, and this is in the shade 02. I think, yeah, these are too drying, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Then I think this is the final Colourpop one. This is Ultra Satin in the shade Barracuda. I think this one was too dark of a shade. It's actually quite similar to that one, which I can't remember what that one was. Again, I'm going to stick that one in the maybe for now. We have this Lip Lava, and this is in the shade, I don't know. I don't think I overly like this one. I think it was too sheer and too bright pink, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Then we have this Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Liquid Lip in the shade Chutney. This is a really nice formula. I really like the colour of this one. It's really comfortable, long lasting. It does have a slight bit of transfer. It's another one that has a kind of minty scent, but not overly offensive. I do really enjoy using this one, so we'll definitely be keeping hold of this. Then we have a lot of Jeffree Star liquid lips. This is a full size one in the shade of Celebrity Skin. This is probably my favourite nude lipstick, liquid lipstick. I absolutely love the formula. It's so long lasting. They fade down really nicely when they do eventually fade down. They smell really nice and they are really comfortable. I think I purchased this first and then purchased the Vault because I wanted to try other shades but couldn't decide on a shade. Definitely keeping this. Androgyny, I don't reach for an awful lot, but it is a nice shade, so probably could reach for that one more. It's slightly grey toned. What's the other one? Posh Spice, I don't reach for at all because this is definitely a more grey toned one and it just does not suit me at all. So I think I'm going to pass this one on. I know it's going to leave a hole in my collection. Celebrity Skin is my handbag version of the bigger one. Skin Tight. I think this one might be a bit too light. Yeah, it is, but I think if I keep this one, I need to definitely get rid of Poet, which I think is this one. Even now though, looking at it, that's even lighter than that one, and that one's too light for me. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Skin Tight, and this one has been in the tumble dryer. This is another one that I reach for an awful lot. This is Gemini, which is a really nice warm brown. This one's nearly finished, I've used it that much. Leo is a warmer again shade of Gemini, really nice, definitely keeping that one. Rose Matter is a really nice warm pink, definitely keeping that one. And then Mannequin, I think, is slightly darker than Skin Tight. Yeah, so I will keep Mannequin. This one is a Luscious lip stain from Douce. I don't even know where I got this one, in the shade Amber Rose. That is a bit too bright of a colour for me. Don't think I'll wear that, so I'll get rid of that. Love a few more dose of colours. Really love this formula, and so we'll definitely be purchasing more of these once these have run out, especially in the shade Stone. I also quite like the shade Truffle, which is this one here, which is a more neutrally brown shade of Heartbreaker. And then Catching Feelings, definitely consider repurchasing Stone or Truffle. Then we have this Instamatte lipstick transformer. I can't remember the last time I actually used it, because if I want a matte lipstick, I reach for a matte lipstick. This has come out of there, and this is in the shade Audition. Actually, this one came out my handbag. This is a really nice shade. Problem with these is they do lean against the barrel and become slightly soft, but really nice nude shade. This is probably, when my lips leave moisturising, the lipstick I reach for the most in my handbag, so we'll definitely be keeping this. And then I have another NYX lingerie in the shade Dusk Till Dawn. I forgot I had this one. I think this one might be too light for me. Yeah, that one's a more orangey kind of coral one, so I'll get rid of that one. On to the final section. So we have all of these Smashbox ones here, which I will go through now. We have the red in the shade Legendary, which I think I've only used a couple of times, because it is quite a pinky red. I don't think I'm going to use it. I've got enough reds in my collection, so I'm going to get rid of that one. This is Primrose. This is my second favourite one, and this is well used. This is also in my project pan. It's a really nice warm pink shade, so definitely keeping that one. This is Fig. Not my kind of shade normally, but I do actually quite like this one because it's not too over the top. It is purple without being too purple, so I'm going to keep hold of that one. Then we have Famous, which is a lighter version of Audition. I've clearly applied that while having some sort of pink lipstick on. I think that is a bit too light. I think I reach for Audition more than I reach for that one, because it is kind of in the realms of these ones, so I'll get rid of that one. Then finally we have Witchy. It's a very vampy one. Will not ruin my hand. Again, not unwearable. I'll keep it for now, but I'll think about that one. Then we have another Essence. This is a Sheer and Shine. I think this one was too pink for me, or a bit too sheer, but it is moisturising, so I think I'm actually going to stick that in my handbag as one of my moisturising lipsticks. We then have an Urban Decay in the shade Stark Naked. It's a comfort matte. This one was a bit too light for me. Stick over here by these. See, it is slightly darker than those other ones. I don't think it was the shade that was the issue, it was the formula, but this is a £16 lipstick. I don't think I can part with it just yet. This is another Tart Lippy Lingerie, and this was in the shade Exposed. This is a really nice light colour, but not too light, pinky kind of orangey, really moisturising, keeping that. Then we have 4 Tarte lipsticks. We have the shade Daiquiri, which is it was a corally red, I think. Yeah, it was a really nice shade that I would like to reach for more actually, so I'm going to keep that one. This is the shade Island Life, which is a really nice mauvey kind of pinky nude, keeping that. Surf's Up, which is an orangey brown shade, keeping that. And then finally, Rum Punch, which is a light nude, but it's darker on the lips than it looks here. So I'm going to be keeping all of them. Really like the formula of them, quite long lasting for bullet lipsticks. This is a NYX Talia. This is a really nice pinky nude shade and one that I do reach for quite a lot. Not the longest lasting, but really comfortable to wear. This is a Essence long lasting. I think this was too pink for me. It's not bad. I'll keep that for now, but I definitely want to reach for that one more. This is one from Kiko. This is in the shade 405. This is a really nice shade. Again, I need to reach for this one more. I'll keep that one for now, but I need to pull it out more. This is from Model Co. This is shade Kitty. I think that's... they're all kind of the same shades now. That's this one here. I think I'll get rid of that because I don't reach for it. This is from LA Girl. This is in the shade Snuggle. This is... I always do that because that confused me because I think it's the bottom. This is a gorgeous, warmy, pinky, brown, mauvey. I'm rubbish at describing shades. Really like this, really like the formula. And it isn't too drying as well. And it does last quite a long time. This is a Clinique matte in the shade Beauty. I've had it for too long. I can't wear that anymore because it has gone bad. Then we have a Barry M lipstick in the shade 164. This one's dusty, so I clearly haven't worn that for a while. That was quite draggy. Stick that in the maybe. Then this is a Douce matte lip cream in the shade Winterberry. This is one that I got in a recent box. I can't remember which one, but I don't reach for it. I've literally just swatched it. I did say I might do a giveaway of swatched makeup. I don't know if that'd be something you'd be interested in. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to stick that in there for now because I know I'm not going to reach for it. Then we have some Colourpop lippy sticks. We have Daydream, Can't Wait and Bound. These two are in the Matte X formula. This is in the cream formula. This is too pink and too light for me, which is a shame, because it is a really nice formula, but it's too much of a baby pink, so I'll pass that one on. Can't Wait is a deeper brown shade, and Daydream is a kind of pink brown shade. Really like formula, really long lasting and comfortable to wear, so I'm going to keep them. This is the e.l.f. Day and Night with a hot pink shade here, which I never use, and then a more warm pink here, which as you can see is well used. I really like this shade. I have another one of these in my backup drawer that I have yet to decide whether to put in a giveaway or to keep hold of, because I don't use this side at all. I just use this side, but I do really like it, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Then we have a Lock lip crayon in the shade Colour Me Confident. I've used this a few times. It's not the best formula, it's not the best shade, it's a bit more orangey, so I'm going to give it to that one. This is a Benefit They're Real Double the Lip. It's been a long video, and this is one of their liner lipstick ones in the shade Lusty Rose. I gave the rest of this set to my friend because I didn't really like them. I don't reach for this one either. I don't think I ever am, so I'm going to see if she wants this one too, because I'm just not going to get my use out of it. And finally we have a Sephora Lip Story in the shade I don't know. This is a really nice warm reddy brown colour. It's the last one, so I'll give it a little swatch there. Really nice formula of these. It's matte but not too drying, and they do last quite a while. Let's just pull the maybes back out. So if I'm honest, I'm probably not going to wear that brown one, because looking at it, I think it's this one here. All of these have dried down, but that one's still sticky, and I'm not a big fan of sticky lipstick, so that one can go. This one is Poet, and even though I've kept another lighter one, I think I'm going to keep one too. This Barry M one, I'm going to get rid of that one because that is very sticky and very orangey looking. The Colourpop ones are the hardest decision. Barracuda, Sunday and Ray. I'll swatch them next to each other so I can make the decision. Okay, so that's those three here. So I think I'm going to keep Sunday, which is the lightest one. I just don't think I can part with these because they are quite nice shades. So I'm going to keep hold of these just because the colour pop and I can't easily get hold of them. So here are all the lipsticks that I'm getting rid of. I had hoped to get rid of more, but I'm quite happy with that. I will do a little count up and I will put the number on the screen. So that's what we're getting rid of. That is what we are keeping. So that is it for this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.